In the previous video, we discussed how to combine a rod, reel, and line to create a perfect setup for your RF4 fishing journey. This is a skill you can carry beyond the game into real life. For our last topic, I wanted to make sure you understood the basics between different fishing lines as well as choosing hooks, and even though it doesn't pertain much to RF4, give you a few tips on simple fishing knots you can make use of in real life. When it comes to fishing line, we're going to focus on the big three: monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braid. Monofilament and fluorocarbon are both plastic lines, but their build is a bit different, offering unique benefits. Monofilament is built to have a bit of give and take, allowing thin lines with a good deal of stretch, resulting in a slightly stronger than advertised fighting strength and shock absorption, while allowing you to spool a good amount of line on your reel for an affordable price. Fluorocarbon does not have the same stretch as monofilament and can be quite stiff at higher line weights, but is generally a thinner diameter, offering a denser line with increased abrasion resistance. Where fluoro really shines, however, is its near transparency when in water. If you want to have the highest chance of a fish not seeing your line in the water, fluorocarbon is generally your go-to. Lastly is braided line, and it's exactly what you may think. Multiple strands of thread braided together to form one strong, tightly bound fishing line. This line, compared to the other two, has very little stretch, allowing the action and strength of your rod to result in a quick and deep hook set. Knowing these line types and how to use them for both your main line and leaders will ensure you make the most of your fishing trips. Choosing hooks is made fairly simple in RF4, allowing you to see the types of hooks from the menu, followed by a list of available hooks in various sizes and prices. What is important with hooks is understanding the number system tied with the size of hooks. I like to break this up as picturing that old numbered line from grade school, with positive numbers on one side, negative numbers on the other, with 0 in the middle. As we make our way into negative numbers, we'll start with number 1 hooks, followed by number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on, knowing that even when the number is getting larger, it's working like a negative number, resulting in a hook that gets smaller and smaller as the number grows. On the opposite side of the 0 will be similar numbers, but with the addition of a /0, referred to as an aught. So we have 1-aught, 2-aught, 3-aught, 4-aught, and so on as hooks grow larger and larger away from the middle 0 until you're dealing with 10-aught hooks or larger, targeting some of the largest fish in the world. Picturing this number line is key in visualizing your hook sizes, but there's more to consider when choosing hooks for your next fishing trip. For this, I like to imagine the size of the fish's mouth I'm targeting, as well as specifically the size of their lip. This will ensure that you find a nice balance between a small hook that won't deter a fish from biting, as well as a hook with a gap large enough to hook into and create a firm hold on the mouth of the fish. Fishing knots, while not important in Russian fishing 4, can be key to building confidence on your next fishing trip. There's nothing more frustrating than finally getting a bite just to result in a broken knot. Knot techniques seem to grow with every passing year, and tribes of people swear on one versus another. But with all of my experience in travel, I'm going to share with you 2 tried and true knots which should serve you well on your next fishing trip. First is the improved clinch knot, which is perfect for both large lures and small hooks. First, pass the line through the eye of the hook, holding the tail end next to the main line, giving yourself a bit of room to work with. Next, rotate the hook in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction 7 times, creating a bit of a coil in the line. At this stage, take the tail end of your line and pass it through the bottommost hole closest to the eye of the hook. You should notice that you've created a loop at this point. This is where you'll pass the tag end through next, pulling tight. Additionally, you can ensure a tight knot by adding a bit of saliva to the knot as you're completing this last step. Flip the tag end of your line, leaving just a tad for luck, and you're set to cast. My second knot is a bit of a favorite, and one I've seen increasingly shared over the past 10 years due to its simplicity. The Palomar knot is a quick tie that can almost be completed with your eyes closed, resulting in a very strong hold. To complete the Palomar knot, you will first take the tag end and fold it back towards the main line, creating a U shape. Take the bottom of this U-shape and push it through the eye of your hook or lure, creating a simple overhand knot above the hook eye, opening up the U-shape and encircling the lure or hook. At this point, you'll be able to tell if you gave yourself enough length to work with, and if not, it's easy to start over. Encircle the hook or lure with the opened U-shape, bringing it back towards the hook eye. With one hand on your hook or lure and another on your main line, pull tight, switching to the tag end of your line to pull tight once more, adding saliva to the knot just like the last. And that's it. Practicing these knots will result in quicker and faster ties over time as you gain experience. But with that, I hope you've gained the knowledge you need to make the most of your Rush in Fishing 4 game, and while playing, gain the confidence to try fishing in real life. We've covered the basics of fishing methods, lures, rod setups with reels and line, as well as fishing line, hooks, and knots. And just like how joining the RF4 Discord can help you make use of a community of players who have a lot of experience in the game, joining a fishing community in your area on social media can help you find new locations to fish, recommended gear, possible new fishing friends, as well as what lures and baits may be working in your area. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, I hope you'll hook that like button and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos in the future. If you enjoyed the glimpses of our real-life fishing adventures, perhaps you should take a look at our other channel, The Modern Day Outdoorsman, where we share our outdoor adventures around the world, vlogs, projects, food, and more. If you'd like to join us for our live streams every Wednesday night from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central US time, I hope you do so. Always fun to hang out with your fellow angler, talking about fishing and enjoying a night of digital fishing with me. Once again, a big thank you to RF4 for sponsoring this video series, and as a reminder for all of you, Rush in Fishing 4 is only available on PC but is free to play. Simply download and install it off Steam and get started today. Take care everyone, and we'll catch you in the next video. As always, remember everyone, we're one planet, one family, game on.